You don't need to post about your grind. You don't need applause. You don't need permission. You need focus, consistency, and a reason so deep it makes you get up when no one's watching. While they flex, you build. While they talk, you train. While they chase attention, you chase greatness. This is your time to vanish from distractions and reappear with results. Because when you grind in silence, the results will be so loud, they won't be able to ignore you. Let them sleep on you. Let them scroll past you. Let them doubt you. You are not here to be noticed. You're here to be undeniable. Too many people talk a big game. They want success, but they crave validation more. They show up for the likes, not for the legacy. But that's not you. You're the one who trains alone, who builds when no one's clapping, who keeps pushing even when it's boring. You understand this. The grind is not supposed to feel exciting. It's supposed to feel effective. Every day you wake up and show up, even when it's cold, even when it's thankless, even when no one's watching. You're stacking victories, quietly, relentlessly. You don't need to convince anyone, because you know this world only respects one thing: proof. And proof is built in the dark. The reason most people fail is because they want to be seen before they've done the work. But that's backward. The real ones know. You disappear first and reappear with power. Think about the greats, the legends, the ones they call overnight successes. You didn't see the years in the basement, the 5 a.m. wake-ups, the loneliness, but that's where they earned it, and that's where you're earning it now. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop checking who's watching. Stop chasing credit. Chase results. Because results are louder than any caption, any brag, any doubt they ever threw at you. You want respect? Don't ask for it. Earn it. And the only way to earn it is to grind in silence. Master the boring. Everyone wants the glory, but few are willing to repeat the same routine, day after day, when it stops being exciting. That's the difference between dreamers and doers. Dreamers chase hype. Doers chase discipline. Dreamers fall in love with the idea of success. Doers fall in love with the process. If you want to win at anything meaningful, you have to fall in love with repetition. The early mornings, the long nights, the workouts when your body aches, the studying when your mind's tired. You have to become addicted to progress, not praise, to execution, not attention. Because greatness isn't built in moments. It's built in the mundane. Silence is where champions are made. No noise, no cheerleaders, no audience. Just you and your grind. And here's the truth. Most people quit because they think boredom means failure. But the elite, they know boredom is a signal that you're on the right track. You're not looking for fireworks. You're laying bricks. And every quiet rep, every early morning, every lonely hour, that's one more brick in your legacy. Let the others show off. Let them fake it. Let them chase fame. You're chasing something different. Excellence. And excellence doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be real. You're not grinding for a round of applause. You're grinding so hard they can't deny your results. So don't complain, don't explain, don't stop. Just build, just repeat, just execute, because the ones who master the boring they become unstoppable. Let them doubt you. Let them think you're wasting your time. Let them roll their eyes. Let them laugh at your routine, your goals, your discipline. Because by the time they realize you were serious, it'll be too late. Every champion was doubted at some point. Every underdog was underestimated. Every focused mind was misunderstood. That's the price of chasing something bigger than their vision. You don't owe anyone your explanation. You owe yourself execution. When you say no to the parties, no to distractions, no to comfort, people will question you, but they can't see your vision. They don't hear the voice in your head telling you to keep pushing. They're watching today. You're building tomorrow. The grind is a lonely path, not because you're lost, but because you're ahead. You're doing the things most won't do, so you can live the life most never will. Don't respond with words. Respond with work. Don't defend your dreams. Defend your discipline. Because when you finally break through, and you will, those same people will say, I always knew you'd make it. Let them talk now. Let them doubt now. Let them see silence, and later, hear thunder. That thunder, it's your results shaking everything they thought they knew about you. So keep moving, keep grinding, keep doing what they won't, until you have what they can't. Don't post it, prove it. In a world addicted to likes and comments, silence is power. Everyone wants to post the hustle, the gym mirror pic, the grind mode, status, the filtered flex. But real winners, they're too busy building to broadcast. You don't need digital applause to validate your work ethic. You don't need strangers clapping for your ambition. You need a target and the discipline to hit it over and over again, even when no one sees. Because the more you show, the less you grow. The more you chase attention, the further you drift from real elevation. There's a difference between looking successful and becoming successful. And trust me, the ones who make it to the top weren't focused on followers. They were focused on follow-through. Let your grind be sacred. Let your growth be private. Let your breakthroughs speak so loud they can't be ignored when it's time. Every hour you work in silence, you're setting yourself up to shock the world. So don't post it. Don't announce it. Don't tease it. Just prove it. Prove it by showing up when others sleep. Prove it by stacking habits, not hashtags. Prove it by becoming so good they have no choice but to notice. This is not about recognition. It's about results. Because the real ones don't tell you they're coming. They just arrive. Fully built, fully ready, fully undeniable. Keep going. The loudest statement you'll ever make is the one you never had to say. The work you do in the dark, no spotlight, no crowd, no applause, just you, the grind, and the voice in your head saying, keep going. That's where success is born. Not in the moments they see, but in the hours they never will. While the world scrolls, complains, and takes shortcuts, you're in the shadows, earning it. Understand this. The world will always notice the outcome, but it will never respect it unless it's backed by undeniable effort. You're not just building a body. You're building character. You're not just grinding for the money. You're earning self-respect. You're not just chasing goals. You're becoming the type of person who never quits. And that happens in the dark. It happens when you wake up before the sun. When you stay consistent after the motivation fades. When you push even when it's hard, uncomfortable, or lonely. That's what separates the talkers from the doers. That's what makes your success real. Not borrowed, not faked, not hyped, earned. Because anyone can talk loud, but only the disciplined work loud, silently. Every sacrifice you make when no one is watching is shaping the version of you they're not ready to see. You're not preparing for attention. You're preparing for impact. Keep sharpening, keep suffering, keep building in private. Because soon, and very soon, your silence will erupt into a victory they can't deny, ignore, or replicate. And when that day comes, the same people who doubted your grind will wish they had your discipline. Nobody's handing you anything. Not the life you want. Not the body. Not the money. Not the respect. You've got to go get it and earn every inch. You weren't born to be average, but you will stay average if you wait for someone else to give you permission. This world respects results. And results don't come from talking, complaining, or waiting. They come from one thing: relentless, silent action. Every day you show up when it's hard, you earn a little more. Every time you work, instead of wish, you rise a little higher. Every time you grind with no audience, your future becomes louder. You don't have time to explain yourself to doubters. You're too busy building a reality that will humble them. This journey you're on, it's not supposed to feel easy. It's supposed to feel earned. You want to change your life? Then change your habits. Want to change your future? Then change your focus. That's the difference between those who want it and those who live it. The ones who live it grind when it's boring. They grind when they're tired. They grind when no one believes. Because they're not chasing attention, they're chasing execution. And at the end of the day, only one thing separates winners from the rest: the discipline to keep going when no one's clapping. No shortcuts, no handouts, no excuses. Just quiet, calculated, consistent work. Because the moment you realize it's earned, not given, is the moment you start moving different. Lions don't need to announce the hunt. Champions don't need to declare their plans. The real ones stay low and move fast. You're not here to impress. You're here to progress. That's the difference between loud failures and quiet winners. One needs the world to notice. The other only needs the work to be done. You don't need to post your grind. Just make it so undeniable, they have no choice but to feel it. Because when the lights come on, it's not the talkers who shine, it's the prepared. Every step you take in silence is a threat to the lazy. Every habit you build is a warning to the weak. Every early morning you dominate is a reminder that you wanted more. Let the others waste energy on image. You invest yours in impact. Let them chase validation. You're chasing legacy. People will doubt you, ignore you, mock your silence, until one day they look up and you've passed them by. You didn't tell them, you showed them. And here's the power. The less they know, the harder it is for them to stop you. The less noise you make, the more control you keep. So, stay quiet. Stay Stay lethal. Stay relentless. You're not grinding for applause. You're grinding for dominance. And the ones who rise the highest, they move in silence until the results speak volumes. When nobody believes in you, good. That's fuel. When they overlook you, doubt you, count you out, perfect. That's your invitation to go all in. You don't need cheerleaders. You don't need a crowd. You need a mirror, a mission, and the mindset to never fold. 'Cause here's the hard truth. If you need people to believe in you before you move, you'll never move. The greats, they started in silence. No applause, no spotlight, just pain and purpose. They didn't wait for validation, they created it. They didn't beg for support, they earned respect. Your belief in yourself is the only spark you need. And that belief gets stronger every time you do what others won't. Show up tired. Push when it hurts. Grind when it's thankless. Stay locked in when everyone else quits. They might not believe in you now, but that's not your problem. It's their limitation. Let them talk. Let them doubt. You don't need them on your side, because your results will do the talking. Every silent rap, every unseen grind, every unnoticed win, they're all stacking. And one day, the same people who didn't believe in you, they'll ask how you did it. And all you'll have to say is, I believed when nobody else did, and I worked like it. Let the others shout about what they're gonna do. Let them flood your feed with goals, promises, and dreams. You keep your head down and let the work speak. Because talk is cheap. Talk doesn't build muscle. Talk doesn't stack cash. Talk doesn't change lives. Work does. And when it's all said and done, what you did will always speak louder than what you said. You don't need to be flashy. You need to be focused. The world rewards results, not noise. It doesn't care how loud your hustle looks. It cares how real your outcomes are. So let them wonder what you're building. Let them question your silence. Let them doubt your distance. Because by the time they realize how far you've come, it'll be too late to catch up. You're not here to be seen. You're here to be remembered. And that kind of legacy isn't built in public. It's forged in the dark. Keep showing up. Keep pushing forward. Keep stacking silent wins. Because when it's time, your results will scream everything they need to know. Most people won't understand your discipline. They'll call it extreme. They'll call it crazy. They'll say you're doing too much. But that's because they've never felt what it's like to chase something with everything you've got. This grind, it's not a phase. It's not a hobby. It's your obsession. An obsession is what separates the committed from the comfortable. While they sleep in, you're up grinding. While they take breaks, you push harder. While they make excuses, you make progress. This journey isn't for the casual. It's for the committed. It's for the 1 in 100 who can lock in and never let go. You don't need their validation. You don't need their understanding. Because this path, it's yours. And yours alone. They won't get it until they see the results. They won't respect it until the success is undeniable. Ooh. You're not here for average. You're not here for normal. You're here to dominate in silence and let the world catch up later. Remember, every hour you stay locked in, you're separating yourself from the pack. You're building something that can't be faked, copied, or denied. So, stay obsessed. Stay laser focused. Stay unrelenting. Because soon, the same ones who laughed at your grind will study your results. And they'll realize you were never doing too much. You were doing what they never had the heart to do. Greatness isn't built in the spotlight. It's forged in the shadows. The long nights, the early mornings, the setbacks, the lonely reps. That's where the real work happens. That's where you get built. Not when they're watching, but when no one is. Because the truth is, if you need applause to stay disciplined, you're not chasing success. You're chasing attention. And attention fades. But discipline, that lasts forever. You don't become unstoppable by talking louder. You become unstoppable by becoming someone no one can match in the dark. Every time you grind when it's not exciting, you separate yourself. Every time you show up without recognition, you rise above the average. Every time you work through doubt and silence, you become the kind of person they write about later. Not because you told them, but because your work forced them to notice. You don't need noise. You don't need claps. You need grit, guts, and grind. You're not building a highlight reel. You're building a legacy. One that lasts. One that's earned. So stay in the dark. Stay building. Stay becoming. Stay, because when the light finally hits you, they won't be ready for the power you've become. This is it, the final hour. And by now, you know the truth. Nobody's coming to save you. No one's handing you success. No one's giving you permission to rise. You have to take it. You have to wake up every day with fire in your chest and purpose in your steps. Not because someone's watching, but because you've decided who you're going to be. You've built yourself brick by brick, setback by setback, early morning by early morning. And through the silence, you found your strength. Through the grind, you built your name. Through the doubt, you learned to believe when no one else did. That quiet decision to go all in, even when it's hard, even when it's thankless. You don't rise because they say you're ready. You rise because you know you are. Because when you choose to grind in silence, you give yourself the one thing most people never get: control. Control over your time. Control over your future. Control over who you become. And when the day comes, when the lights finally catch up to the work you've done, you won't need to explain anything. Your results will do all the talking. You'll be undeniable, unshakable, unstoppable. So remember this: stay humble, stay hungry, stay in the dark until the world has no choice but to shine a light on you. Grind in silence and let the results talk. If this lit a fire in you, don't just feel it, act on it. Don't post about your grind, live it. Don't wait for a perfect moment, create one. And if you're ready to go all in, to grind in silence and let the results do the talking, then prove it. Hit that like button if you're locked in. Subscribe to the Power Path, because this is just the beginning. We drop real motivation every day for real ones like you. Drop a lick high in the comments if you're done explaining and you're ready to execute. The world doesn't need your words, it needs your results. Let's get back to work.